The text hit during my lunch break as I unwrapped a sandwich. Mom, cleaned your old room, finally tossing the junk you left. I stared until the screen dimmed. Old room meant the guest space where I'd crashed during repairs. Junk probably meant my life. Me, what exactly did you throw out? Mom, old stuff. Broken laptop, some clothes, papers, nothing important. My mouth went dry. Me, which laptop, Mom? The black one that doesn't turn on. Relax. I even got $500. College kid, cash. My chair hit the wall as I stood. Heads turned. Everything okay, Nadia? Martinez called. Family thing, I said, moving. My badge thumped my chest as I cut to the secure comms room and swiped in. That laptop wasn't broken. It was hardened with a 15-character passphrase and biometric lock. It held 3 years of classified casework for Operation Quiet Thread, an international cybercrime ring, and $42 million in frozen assets. And my mother had sold it. I called. Mom answered on the third ring. Nadia, we're sitting down to Sunday dinner. Your brother and Mara are... Where is the laptop? A beat. Oh, honey, I sold it this morning. The boy practically skipped away. What was his name? My voice dropped into the register I use for suspects. Flat, careful. I don't know. He messaged through Marketplace. Why does it... You sold federal property, I said. Do not contact him. Do not delete anything. She bristled. I hung up and rang Deputy Director Rowan Hale. Hale! Sir, emergency. My classified laptop was sold about 2 hours ago. Silence. Give me the address. I'm spinning up the team. I grabbed my keys. At the garage, sirens were rising. 15 minutes later, I swung into my parents' driveway behind a row of unmarked sedans that boxed the street like chess pieces. Mom stood frozen on the porch, clutching her phone. Dad hovered beside her, jaw tight. My brother Evan sat on the steps, Mara's hand perched on his shoulder as if to hold him in place. Agent Kim met me at the curb. Nadia, perimeter set. Your mother's combative. That's her resting setting, I muttered, flashing my badge. Where's Hale? Inside. He pulled the Marketplace thread. Mom barreled down the steps when she saw me. Nadia, why are there agents? I moved past her. Dad caught my sleeve. Your mother made a mistake. We don't need... She sold evidence, I said, freeing my arm. This isn't optional. Inside, Deputy Director Hale stood in the doorway of the room I'd used last month, lit by the cold glow of a text tablet. He looked up, steel gray and unblinking. Buyer used a throwaway profile, but the phone number ties to a student named Liam Park. Jefferson Avenue Apartments. Signal just pinged. Let's move. We climbed 3 flights in a building that smelled like instant noodles and old carpet. Kim knocked. FBI. Liam, open up. Shuffling. A latch. A narrow face, sleepless eyes. He saw our IDs and blanched. I didn't do anything. On a desk. My black laptop, plugged in, closed. Power it touched? I asked. Tried to boot, he said, hands shaking. It wanted a passphrase and a fingerprint. I was going to wipe it. I didn't know. It's okay, I said, stepping through. I keyed the passphrase, pressed my thumb. The shielded desktop unfolded exactly as I'd left it. Relief hit so hard my knees softened. No access, I said. Files intact. Kim bagged the machine. Hale took Liam's statement, crisp and clinical. 30 minutes later, we were back on my parents' street, blue strobes reflecting off the neighbors' windows. I carried the evidence bag past my family's stairs. Laptop secure, I told Hale. Now we decide what to do about the sale. He nodded once. Consequences, then. Hale briefed us at the curb while the street listened. Recovered unopened, he said. Recommendation, formal warning, documented incident, property awareness course, civil fine. Mom sagged. Dad steadied her. Evan stared at his shoes. This isn't punishment, I said. It's accountability. I thought it was broken, Mom whispered. You thought it was yours, I said. And you didn't ask. At HQ, the techs imaged the drive, clean. Operation Quiet Thread could breathe again. Hale signed the form. Go home, Agent. Home smelled like paint and quiet. I showered panic off and slept. 2 nights later, I sat at my parents' table. No agents, no sirens, roast chicken, and good plates. I set my badge by my water. I'm setting boundaries, I said. Don't move my things. Don't assume about my work. I'll share when I can. When I can't, that's final. It isn't, Dad said. Mom dabbed her eyes. I'll pay the fine. I'll ask before I touch anything. I'm sorry, Nadia. Thank you, I said. We cleared plates. At door, she stopped me. Your work matters, she said. You matter. I always did, I said. Even when you couldn't see it. In the car, city lights blinked like cursors waiting for the next line. Tomorrow case resumes. Tonight a line held, and I held it too.